Rejuvenate. 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 It's a move that almost every tanky Lumion has. It's a move that uses 72 energy, but gives you half of your HP back. The Rejuvenate Mindset has exponentially grew during these last 2 years, and almost every annoying tank has it. Phenolin, Pyrolin, Oxydrake, Tundralin, Luminami, and way more use this move. Even worse, almost every tank that doesn't have Rejuvenate is considered some of the worst Lumions in the entire game. It really sucks considering how the stall meta has completely made battles stale, and a lot of competitive battles nowadays last longer than 20 minutes. In my opinion, Rejuvenate doesn't always make a good tank, and not every tanky Lumion needs Rejuvenate. The best example I can make is Wabalisc, and how it's one of the best tanks in the entire game, despite not having Rejuvenate at all. In today's video, we will talk about why Wabalisc is one of the best designed PvP Lumions in the entire game. Let's talk about Wabalisc's base stats. This is a roamer, so it has 650 base stats. Every stat except for speed is actually really good. The highlights are 101 base health and 112 range attack. 101 base health is a lot of health, but when you combine that with its great defenses of 83 and 93 respectively, you have a Lumion that can possibly live any hit in the entire game. 69 speed is also a pretty solid speed for a tanky Lumion, which can make you outspeed Phenolin, Terraclaw, Luminami, and even Obsidian. All of its base stats are actually pretty good, but none of them are really high to the point of roamer potential. So Wabalisc must have Rejuvenate in its move pool. Right. Wrong. It doesn't have Rejuvenate. So why is Wabalisc considered good? It's because it has great utility. If you look at its move pool, it has both Icicle Traps and Barbs, which makes this a solid barb setter. It also has Driving Force, which makes this one of the best Driving Force Lumions in all of Lumion Legacy. The only other Lumion with Barbs and Driving Force is all of the Gargolem forms. And while the Fence form has 155 defenses on both sides, it's quad weak to Icicle Traps and has a very low health stat, so it can still die to super effective moves. Wabalisc, on the other hand, is an Ice type, so it's immune to Icicle Traps and has a way higher health stat, so it can actually take hits better than the Fence form. Even better, since Wabalisc is a pure Ice type, just like with Tundralin makes Wabalisc a great teammate for Barblast, which makes this even better. Wabalisc also has some good moves on top of that. It has Deep Freeze to hit water types, Clay Slap to hit fire types, Electro Punch to hit metal types, and Luster Loot to hit spirit types. Even better, Luster Loot can give Wabalisc HP back, which is really nice, especially to Lumions weak to light. So, Wabalisc has a pretty good move pool, great stats, and amazing utility. All of this without Rejuvenate. Even then, there is one more thing I want to talk about Wabalisc, and it's the ability Wabalisc has. Wabalisc has 2 abilities, Ignorant and Hasty. Hasty is its secret ability, and it's usually ran on offensive Wabalisc, so I won't talk about that one today. But its normal ability, oh my gosh, its normal ability, Ignorant, might be one of the best abilities in the entire game. While battling other Lumions, their stat boots will all be ignored, meaning it can completely eliminate setup sweeping. It even cancels stat buffed critical hits. While Wabalisc isn't the only Lumion to have that ability, the other Lumions, Wrestlin and Valentine's Fan Cub, either don't have the bulk nor utility to keep up in battle. Not to mention that they both have better abilities anyway. This makes Wabalisc the only Lumion to fully utilize Ignorant, which makes Wabalisc a one-of-a-kind Lumion. There is no other Lumion in the game that can do the role Wabalisc does. There is no other Lumion in the game that can soak +3 Year Souls with their super effective hits. There is no other Lumion in the game that is designed better than Wabalisc. When Jamie designed Wabalisc in PvP, he did an amazing job on making a tank good without giving it Rejuvenate. Now, before we continue, I do know that there are other tanks that can be good without Rejuvenate. Seer Knight, for example, is a great barb setter while decreasing the opposing Lumian's melee attack. The Fence Form, like I said earlier, can be used really well with Mudslide and Empathize. But Wobbalist is the definition blueprint tank on how to make a good tank in Lumion Legacy. A good tank doesn't have to have Rejuvenate. It just needs to have a good move pool, good stats, and something that can make it stand out compared to any other Lumion in the entire game. Hopefully in the future, Jamie makes more tanks like Wabalisc because that will make the game healthier in the long run. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you all agree or disagree with this video, tell me in the comments below and tell me how you feel about the Rejuvenate Mindset. This is the end of the video, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!